welcome! Today I'll be playing as Master Ubbe of Sigurd Dynasty and my goal would be to become a Conqueror. Ubbe has one particular problem. He is 40, so he doesn't have a lot of time on his hands. But that doesn't matter, because he is responsible for the first phase of my plan, which is family. His main job is to have a good successor, and a few spare if possible. His successor will spend his time developing the infrastructure of our camp, and after that someone from third generation would be in prime position to become the Conqueror decision. Also, I will do a little bit of experiment this run and see if it's feasible to run genetic program inside the camp. Apparently no one likes adventurers, so you have a huge penalty to marrying someone. So in order to get laid, we will have to go seducer tree. Let's use character finder for looking for potential suitors. I want everyone in range who is female, has inheritable trait and is unmarried. This one looks really good. She has 2 traits, but unfortunately she is gay. I will just scan through everyone who is younger and pin them for future. Now let's move to the closest one. Gift gold to increase opinion and start risk scheme. Luckily I was successful and she became my lover. With that I have a bonus to inviting her to my camp, and after that I can marry her. Usually the saying goes no sex before marriage, but here it's reversed. 5 years later, God of RNG blessed me with a genius son. Praise be. I named him Oddr because it's fucking odd how lucky it was. Right after that I ran into an event where I can die. I immediately understood that I am karmically obliged to take the risk or the God of RNG will not forgive me. For he gives and he takes. Luckily I made it out. I made a few more attempts to seduce people to become my concubines, but I was mostly unsuccessful. Obviously I was doing jobs here and there cause the blink does not pay for itself. You can put your heir as caravan master and put him on improve skills task. That way you will have some chance each month to gain random stat. I have visited 81 points of interest, and with that I can take the decision to create Travels of Ubbe, which will give 40% more experience to my heir. I also tried to take Champion of the Swan decision, but unfortunately I cannot do it because I am infirm. One night we ran into a situation. There was a fucking bear in the camp. In regards of which Ubbe said, "Witness me," and went to see Odin eye to eye. What a Chad. So now Oddr succeeds as master of the camp. I can raise a runestone? I'm not sure it's supposed to work like that. Anyway, back to earning money. Oddr is proficient in intrigue, so now I can use kidnap perk in order to invite people to my camp. So there is no shortage of suitors to my children. Through many games I often run into this event, but even though I am now proficient in intrigue, I still have very low chance to actually steal this book. This decision allows me to either take commanding perk or be better at sieges for the future years, but I'm not planning to fight anyone. I am a diplomat at heart, it's just that people that I talk to sometimes disappear. Also, don't try to abduct barons, you cannot recruit them. This guy is my brother and he somehow become the Emperor of Scandinavia. I even remember arranging marriage for him. Well, that's good, he is earning renown for us. I have done enough contracts to be able to take Champion of the Swan decision, and it's pretty good bonus for us. Also, I will gain pretty cool armor. My wife has Herculean and Comely, and I'm a genius, so our heir inherited 3 traits, and that would be my go-to successor. This is our future Conqueror and Bloodfather. Start him on martial education right away. I have closed 50 contracts and now I can add Adventure Bloodline. With it, we will earn more prestige from contracts and move our camp faster. I took Prepared Conscription and Soldiers of Lesser Fortune perks in order to recruit men-at-arms cheaper. After this, I will recruit as many Varangians veterans as I can and max them. I will visit Castle Holding and use my high level of fame in order to replenish these men-at-arms for free. Such visits don't replenish them fully, but you can repeat it later. My job is done. Time to start work on Conqueror. Alright, Captain Gnupa is 19, he has pretty good stats and a long life of conquest before him. I will go and paint for training session, because after 10 such I can become a blade master. And I will start moving toward place where there are a lot of wars. Alright, there is a Liberty War. I come in, I take the contract. I beat the shit out of people. I siege the shit out of castles. I get paid and I move on. You can also join wars against peasant uprising, and they are very easy to win because you don't have to siege anything. I think it's time to consult our shopping list. 22 martial check, legendary figure on the way, strategist and gallant won't be a problem. Participate in 20 wars, that's what I'm currently working on. 5 wars against kings or emperors, okay. 2 commanders traits check, 4,000 soldiers check. Kill 12 characters, that's not gonna happen. And raid and stand with us contracts don't exactly in my control. So I guess I'll skip on 2 last. Our nephew is having troubles with Arpad. It would be good of us to help him. A few quick sieges and it suddenly ended in white peace. Well, whatever, works for me. I need to keep going. Kill and siege until it's done. That's what my camp looks like now, and there is one interesting thing about it. I use Revelry event in order to upgrade one random building for free, but since there is only one not upgraded building, the game says, I have nothing to random off, so build it yourself, bitch. Okay, I am 51 now and I can become Conqueror decision. Scandinavia went feudal, so I find myself this small county that is still tribal. Press the button, sound the horn. And that ended as expected. Now that I'm landed, I can take Stringent the Bloodline decision. And I get notifications that I'm a Conqueror. By the way, I am a veteran traveler, so I can gain 50 more experience in this lifestyle. Never knew. Okay, first thing first, acquire the Island of Man. Now I'm gonna go and get myself more land. By the way, this guy is of House Sigurd, and he was a northern adventurer. He used to be the king of Estonia. Now, time to do some good old raiding. The desired trait of Viking acquired. It's time to raise our king. I am the Lord of Blood and Gold. Congrats to me. Oh, apparently I am still on time to found the capital of Rus. That's great. I will get a modifier for the city that will give it 1 development each month for next 100 years. That's cool. Time to reform religion. I will have mendicant preachers, warmonger and pursuit of power for cheaper title creation. And now let's go with equal, righteous, Theocratic okay, monogamous marriage, divorce always allowed, okay, criminal, don't care, witchcraft virtues, recruitment, I need control, Aether, clerical marriage allowed, temporal revocable, and sky burial for a little bit of health resist. I also added by the sword tradition to have unrestricted holy wars. And after that I started indiscriminately attack everyone who is near me. Apparently I won 100 battles without losing one, and now I have an undefeatable nickname. I will also found a custom empire, because Empire of Man sounds way cooler than anything else. And at the age of 97, the pass of Gnupa the Conqueror is at its end. Now my successor has a small but stable empire and will have no problem with expanding it while being a conqueror. So, good run. I think it's time to wrap it up. The biggest achievement is probably the fact that I was able to have a blood father in the third generation. So that definitely means that having a genetic programs in camp is one of the most effective way. Well, except starting as custom character. So that's it. So long.